First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Akakurash, Kawada Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for allowing me to do another video through the Spirit. Kawada Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for giving us His truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders, our great millstone, and salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is going to be a video on this recent mystery killing. And I don't know what it's going to take for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to realize that Esau is not your friend. He's not your buddy. Esau is not your friend. He's not your buddy. He's your natural born enemy. Thus saith the Bible. Now, do you have Jakes that look like Edomites? Yes. But a natural Edomite in his natural habitat will kill your black ass if they have the opportunity. I don't know how many times, not even just us, but just in general, why would you be hanging with the enemy? And this is his mother's fault. It's his mother's fault. I don't care what, this is his fault. You want your friends to be, you want your sons to be inclusive and hang out and be cool with everybody. Look what happened to him. Now he's gone. Look what being surrounded by all these nations has done for you, Jakes. Look at you. But you niggas constantly getting lynched, killed randomly, and there's no justice for you. There's no justice for you. They make up some bold-faced lie. They make up some story, and no one goes to jail. No one gets punished. You just another broken family, another broken home, and y'all don't realize it, man. Y'all continue the same cycle and expect the difference. No matter how nice you are to Edom, he is not your fucking friend. You can have as many white boy friends as you want. They are your enemies. The Lord put enmity between the woman and the serpent. There's no coming together. We will never come together. So let's get these clips, grab some scriptures.
Expeditiously, hello, this story is not adding up because first off, I have white friends. I've been on their boat. You know what my white friends would never do? Leave me on an island and then take my phone after they left me. And be like, oh yeah, he's just gonna come back with a friend. What fucking friend? How am I supposed to communicate if you have my fucking phone? And then my friends wouldn't lawyer up if they was not guilty. So let's look into this case. Nolan Xavier Wells, and he was last seen in Jackson County, Mississippi. Now, him and his friends, they were supposed to have a day out on the boat. Now, supposedly though, there was some sort of altercation that happened. At one point in time, they started arguing back and forth, and then eyewitnesses also said, yeah, we think we saw like an altercation, and they got into some sort of argument. We don't know what it was over though. Close to the audio, you can hear somebody arguing in the background. Now, I'm not sure or positive if it was them. That's just what some people that possibly were there are saying. The story they're trying to pitch right now is, yeah, we was all hanging out. He said he was going to be cool and come back with somebody else. But we took his phone, and then he just never came back. Hold on. Throw the flag. Review the fucking play. Every single person keeps their phone on their fucking hip at all times. You never going to be like, oh, yeah, bro, just take my phone on the boat. I'm gonna catch up to my phone. Yeah, get my phone, I'm putting it on this boat. I'll catch y'all at another fucking time. Or if I don't fuck with y'all no more, see you never. But that didn't happen. They kept the phone. And then everyone leaves the island other than Nolan. And then Nolan goes missing. So you telling me that, what, Nolan tried to swim back solo and drown? That's the story y'all wanna go with? And it just so happens, one of these three, I'm not sure which one, Dad is a judge, and we know how that shit go. Evidence gets even worse when you look at Horn Island. Nobody is letting anybody on a different boat leave with their fucking phone. That shit is not happening. And that his body was somewhere found on the northeast part in the water. So, me personally, what I think happened is he got on the boat with them and they tossed his ass off or kicked him off. So, oh yeah, let's go for a nice swim, and then left his ass. And obviously he ended up drowning, because if you get caught anywhere in between this, you're not gonna be able to fucking make it back unless you're an elite swimmer. Obviously people are immediately thinking of Tom Horsford, where a very similar case, She goes over to this woman's sleepover, and then she's found dead. And then, oh man, she fell off the balcony. Isn't that crazy? Look, we took a look at her blood alcohol content level, and we're like, man, she must have tripped and slipped and fell right over the top. Marjorie, you guessed it, death. It's like, hello, I mean, I've been drunk as hell. I'm never playing near no fucking balcony. You know, if Detective LJ's on the case, oh yeah, all three of y'all getting scooped up immediately. Interrogation, each in a separate room, pressing. Man, what y'all looking at fucking life, dickheads? I know what went down. You want to tell me what went down, or we gonna have to do and go down that road? And I'm telling you, one of them's gonna fold immediately, like that. But that's the thing. Nothing's really happening. People are just like, oh man, that's so tragic. Hopefully we can find Nolan. They know where he at. It ain't no fucking disappearance. He ain't disappeared like a fucking magician. Maybe, possibly, somehow, it's not one of them. Or they weren't in on it. Somebody did something. Because you don't get separated from your phone and then end up drowning and nobody knows how. Your phone was recovered. That means that some foul play had to have taken place. Because you just don't separate for that long of a period of time and nobody has no idea what the fuck is going on. You don't need to invest.
Yeah, so let's just get right to it. This is Genesis 3 and verse 15. It says, and I will put enmity, which is hatred, between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Dealing with Jacob and Esau, the prophecy dealing with those two sons, the two nations that will be divided from birth. One being the nation of Israel, another being the nation of Edom. They will be completely divided. Even though they come from the same mother and father, they're two separate nations. They're two separate people. And the Lord put enmity between them. That's why they're the main two protagonists in these end times, Jacob versus Esau. And Esau being the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. But right there, the Lord put enmity between those two seed lines. They will never come together. You will not join hand in hand with little boys and little girls like fucking the nigga said, man. That shit ain't happening, man. It's not biblical. It's not biblically sound. If it was meant to happen, it would have fucking happened already. It's impossible. It is impossible for the children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to join up with the nation of Edom. It's impossible. It will always fail. It will always crash and burn, whether it ends in bloodshed, war, whatever. Yeah, you have some Jakes that look like Edomites, and majority of the time, you Jakes who hang out with so-called white boys, 9 times out of 10, you start talking to this motherfucker, you're like, this guy's a nigga anyways. Dude's not no fucking Edomite, this guy's an Israelite. Because Israel was scattered through the 4 corners of the earth. So you have our people that look like everybody on the face of the earth. But you can't trust the Edomite, man. They're not meant to be trusted. They don't even trust each other. Look at how they treat one another. Look at the wars with Alexander's men. You can't trust these Edomites. This is Luke 16 and verse 26. And it says, besides all this, between us and you is there a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from thence to you cannot. So those of ours that will want to pass unto the Edom, to be cool with Edom and make all Edomites can make it and shit like that, they cannot. It's not happening. Care how fucking blind you Mexican bitches dye your hair. You're a Mexican bitch. It says neither can they pass to us that would come from thence. So yeah, you can't pass unto us. Care how many fucking rods you suck, Becky, you would never be a black woman. You will never be an Israelite. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Jake wants to intermingle. You can't intermingle with these people, man. They disappoint every time. Look at what they did to the North American Indians. To the point that they weren't fucking even called Indians before the fucking white man came over here. So these motherfuckers conquered their land, stole, raped, robbed, and murdered, put a price on the land. There was no price on the land. Said this is worth that much. It's like, nigga, this land is free. What are you talking about? It's worth that much. This dude is not to be trusted. He's not. How many times does a nigga have to get lynched for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to realize this nigga's your enemy? He's your natural born enemy. Yes, you have enemies. And the chief enemy on the planet Earth is the so-called white man. He's your enemy. I don't care how many you niggas gonna still continue to get fucked up by trusting in Egypt and trusting in your enemy. Every time. I'd be damned if my son go hang out with a bunch of fucking Edomites. You crazy? On an island? With no other niggas around? Absolutely not. You the only nigga there for miles. Absolutely not. You're asking for that boy to be killed. Jake is so fucking stupid, man. I swear. Man, Jake is fucking stupid. Cause I've seen it, man. You just let your kids be picked up by these Edomites. You can't trust these people, man. I remember one time, my fucking niece got picked up by this Edomite at this party. Cause I've been around Edomites. I fucking walked up to this old Edomite and said, yeah, let me get that. All the Jakes looked at me like, nigga, you are crazy. I'm like, I don't fucking trust that white man. I don't know that nigga. Get my niece, motherfucker. Out your goddamn mind. You can't trust Edom, man. You cannot trust them. What have you learned over the last 500 years? Nothing. This is why the Lord just got to kill Jake, because y'all are not getting it. You're not getting it. Y'all still, after all these years, man, after all this turmoil, after all this pain, after all this hurt that Esau Edom has done to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you still trusting this man. You're crazy. You're actually insane. That's Stockholm Syndrome. You trust in your oppressor more than you trust in your power. Nigga, you got serious mental issues. And his parents should be goddamn ashamed of themselves, man. Straight up. Letting your son hang around all them fucking Edomites, man. They at least had one other nigga there. There was no other niggas there. Could have had his cousins there. Something. Now your boy's dead, man. It's sad. That's sad. Because of your negligence and your ignorance to who your enemy is. You cannot be ignorant of who your fucking enemy is. Especially not in these last days. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans still have enemies. You are not free. You are not set free. You have enemies. Get it together. This is Psalms 55 verse 21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And his words are softer than oil, yet were there drawn swords. So you can't trust this guy. You can't trust this guy, man. Though he talks smooth, though he's cool, you see, hey man, how's it going? What's up, bud? Oh, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Wanna get some drinks? Whole time niggas spike your shit. Man, you can't trust these fucking Edomites, man. You gotta have your fucking guard up around Esau. You gotta have your guard up around every fucking Jake too. But you really gotta be mindful of these Edomites, man. They're wild, man. They're the devil of the earth. Would you sit next to Satan and think everything's all right? sitting next to this nigga Satan. Like, this nigga cool. This nigga is not cool, bro. He is not cool. My voice cracked. He's not cool. He's not good. This nigga talking smooth and shit. Let's go get some bitches, man. No. With you? Absolutely not. Nope. Why not, man? I'm a cool guy. No. No, thank you, sir. Sitting next to the fucking seed of Satan, thinking everything gonna be alright. You crazy? The seed line of the chosen and the seed line of the righteous were never meant to intermingle, man. And when I say that, I mean as cordial as these niggas are with these Edomites friends and all that shit. You could have concubines of the other nations, but marriage and merging the two families was never permitted for Israelites to do with these heathens, because that's what marriage was. And then Jake takes on these customs and the rights of these other nations and leave off from Yahweh Shem Shai and grow their children up and not in the knowledge of who they are, not in the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, not in who your enemy is, not who they are. Knowing who you are is very important, because once you know who you are, you know that you have enemies. You have enemies, bro. We'll get one more scripture and close it off. This is nothing new, man. This is nothing new. But you Jakes, it's like you just it's, what is it gonna take, man? What is it gonna take for that to click? Matthew 11 and verse 12 it says, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. Who's the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of Israel. They're still, even to this very day, the kingdom of heaven is still suffering violently under the hands of these other nations, by their enemies. Who was the enemies of Israel during this time? The Romans. Who were the enemies of the Israelites during this time? The Romans, the same people. The goddamn Edomites. Rome, Edom. Shit. I believe it's either Vespasian or Flavian dynasty means yellow. Speaking about their yellow blonde hair. These are the people that brought complete hell and turmoil unto you Israelites. Man, cooked. Let's get that real quick. Definition of Flavian. Yep. Flavian dynasty. It says Flavian is a term from Latin original that broadly means yellow-haired or blonde. It is most famously associated with the Flavian dynasty, prominent ruling family of the Roman Empire that included the Emperor Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. The Edomites. These are the Edomites. And what did these three men eventually do? They brought 70 AD upon Israel. The Edom, man. Edom. Rome, eat them. You gotta wake up, man. Shit is this shit. Few Jakes, man. And you goddamn Mexicans, you still fucking trusting the Esau while they grabbing your asses up and doing treacherous things to your women and your daughters, man. You're crazy. Lord will hope this us edifying. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem HaKadosh. With that, shalom.